Get well soon.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, well, you guys rest outside of Neruzavan, and I'm going to say that you guys wake up. Nothing bothers you except for what some of you have dreamed.
Oh, right. There's that.
Yeah. I was trying to think, like, what happened last time? What we had done? Like, oh yeah, that's right. You guys all had bad dreams, and I woke up, and Fingram was just like had nothing. Didn't feel him at all. And was like, yeah, breakfast.
Breakfast?
Like cooking eggs with his beard.
No, not just breakfast.
What the? Oh, okay. Weird. There's like a red pop-up come up telling me about some update that Roll20 had to its Zoom system or something. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a couple slots open, but so I think what I had set up as my spells prepared for in the last week's what I'll stick with.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna maybe try to go back, see if we can find that. I mean, maybe we don't have to necessarily, but it sounds like that tower we saw. If we can somehow manage to get back to that, although I remember it was hard to navigate, so it might be hard to, like, if we're trying to find something specifically, we probably aren't gonna have a hard time finding it.
Well,
But
I've prepared 2 spells to find the path,
oh, okay, that should help.
so that
Yeah.
should help us at least.
Yeah. So yeah, we could try that tower that we saw that we were feeling a little compelled to go towards last time, except that we were out of spells. Or low on spells at least.
Okay. Is
So
that what you guys are going to do?
Yeah, I think we're gonna maybe check that out because it seemed like it stood out. So seems important. We don't actually know exactly what we're looking for, so
Yep. And Cormac will, when we're pretty much ready, he'll cast one of the spells to find the path to that place.
Okay.
the
He'll
weird
say,
geometric tower.
yeah. He'll say we should probably move as fast as we can to get there. That way, if the spell ends, we can be there and not have to cast it again.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have that spell to get out.
Yeah, I'm also keeping a 6th level slot open just in case I need to prepare another one.
Yeah. Someday I'll have 6 level slots. And by someday I mean level 16.
And you guys trek back into the alien city.
Yep.
Once again, you're greeted by the towers. You go back into these narrow city streets and alleyways. You guys can faintly hear anything except for your own footsteps. However, occasionally you do hear other things. Sometimes there's this like rumbling, as if something was moving on many legs nearby, but you can't see. As you get closer to the tower, using Cormac's magic, you all see that there are these large drakes, like perched upon some of these other buildings, and they're just kind of watching you, like until there's another louder sound, this weird sloshing, and all of the drakes take notice, like a bird becoming aware of something, and they all fly away.
They'll fly away.
Yep, it made them skittish.
Yeah, all like it's like a murder of crows flying away. All like, do they caw too? uh, probably not. That's what I'm picturing, like a bunch of crows just flying away and all at the same time. But they're drakes. Does it sound like the sloshing noise is the direction we're going?
You don't think so?
Mm-hmm.
But the echoes travel like from so far through this place. It could
Yeah,
either be near or it could be far away.
hopefully that's far away.
Hopefully, we're not walking towards it.
All right, so eventually, the magic succeeds in guiding you all towards this this tall, dark, basalt-looking, and it's easily hundreds of feet tall, and it has these severe corners and concave sides. These concave sides that nonetheless appear to bulge out. As you approach it, you find what appears to be an entrance, these large double doors, but you also notice that there's two humanoid looking individuals nearby it.
Are they like guarding it?
No, it looks like they're looking for something.
Do they seem like they notice us?
Not yet.
Um, can I tell if they're actually like people or if there's some sort of weird? I guess from the distance, I probably can't. I probably got to get closer. I'm
Yeah,
hesitant to just go talk to them. Like that doesn't seem like.
they're difficult to make out. The shadow of the tower like kind of shrouds them, and yeah, it's hard to see.
Gus is holding his locket like in his hand and just kind of keeping that close.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out the wand of invisibility that I have. That has 4 charges left, and I'm gonna use one and say I'm going to. I want to go get a little bit closer and see if I can figure out like what they're doing here. If they're if they're a group we should be. I mean, there's 2 of them. You said.
Yeah.
You go see if we should be concerned about these guys.
Cormac casts life bubble on himself, and he's ready in an action to, like, if anything happens, basically just to be ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the wand of invisibility and one at least one use of my fly hex to move in closer, a little bit closer while invisible to try to get a better look at them. Hopefully without being noticed.
So, Fingrim is moving in. Is everybody else staying back?
Yeah, I think so.
Gus is distant. He's not focusing.
I whisper like everyone, like, be on guard. They might have some way to notice me even while invisible.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast heroism as well, since we're about to even if after this we're probably gonna go into the tower, so it'll last for 2 hours. So
I guess I'm just at a distance, ready, waiting.
Okay.
Because I'm
and then
not
yeah, I'm
invisible.
gonna hover over towards them while invisible for like 3 minutes or whatever it is, 5 minutes.
All right.
Although
Well,
I'm
you
planning to
approach.
just fly up there and then fly back like in a minute or two, depending on how far away we are. I'm not planning to spend a bunch of time.
You approach, and one of them turns around.
Do they see me? I'm invisible.
Both appear to be quite dark-skinned, human individual, but the one that turns around and notices you, their humanoid figure kind of like starts to burn away, and you see that this individual kind of resembles the keeper that you guys fought back in the Mysterium, and they're this like strong bodied draws and levels a prominently displayed fiery sword in your direction, and you can hear telepathically in your mind to stay where you are.
Okay, I'll stay still. I'll respond back telepathically, like, I mean them no harm, assuming that they mean us no harm, and that we're on the trail of someone else. A man named Hasserton Lowles. Maybe they'll know. Maybe they know who he is too. And I probably wouldn't have my my sword out actually right now either.
Yeah, I don't have any weapons though. I'm gonna start cooking dinner. I'm listening, but I'm just in the kitchen, so it'll take me a moment to respond.
Okay.
Gus, is Gus within range to see this interaction?
Yeah, you guys can see it.
Um, hmm.
You might not be able to hear the conversation that's happening because it's all happening telepathically, unless they expanded it out to talk to you guys as well. But you'd see them pointing their sword at me. Oh, you can at least. You have see invisibility, right? Like permanently.
I do.
Yeah, so you can at least see that. Like I stopped, and everyone else just sees them pointing at like the air, maybe. But they probably, I mean, they know what I was doing, so they probably can get.
So you're invisible and they see you, huh?
Yeah, they have seen visibility too. I'm not surprised. Answer the question that they're not humans, but so they don't. They never answered my question though, huh? About like
Not yet.
or anything. So I'll just wait it out. I'll land on the ground, so I'm not using up my duration of fly.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could continue to expand it, but I have the option just to drop it if like it looks like combat doesn't happen. But if it is, I'll probably keep it going.
Well, you'll have it at least active for a minute.
Yeah,
From
right.
the
It has to be in 1 minute increments
Yep.
at least.
Mhm.
So
At least with your version of it.
yeah. So I'm gonna
Hex
assume
are so awesome.
if combats doesn't happen, then I just use only the 1 minute, and if it does, then I extend it.
Okay. The other one that hasn't drawn a weapon on you speaks into, and they ask you, what reason have you for visiting this forsaken city?
Well, I tell them again. We're on the trail of a very dangerous man who is trying to do something that he shouldn't. A man named Hasserton Lulz.
As a player, I just want to say, oh, it's great. I heard it's great during this time of year.
Right. I'm here for the festivals. I heard you guys have good dineries here.
I heard this is where they filmed Ash Giants Gone Wild.
They inquire some more and ask, what do you know of this person? They ask you to tell them more about him.
I'm gonna roll a sense motive.
What are you
All right.
trying to sense?
Like what their motives. I want to sense if they're like if what they're are they actually like, I don't know, judging, like I guess I'm sensing if they actually know who Hasserton Lulz is, or if they actually are like want to know who he is.
Okay.
Like maybe they work for him, you know?
You can believe what you want.
Well, I'll just tell them that he has become an unwitting agent of a very powerful otherworldly being that has designs to cause great devastation in this world, and we intend to stop him.
They ask, do you know by what means this man or this fool intends to accomplish?
In character, do I know that? Do I know? Let me think. I guess out of character, I don't even know exactly. But in character, I might know a little bit more. I'm trying to remember. He was doing like I know we're following him here, but I can't remember if we actually found out what exactly he was planning to do. I don't know if we know. Maybe I'll say I don't know exactly what he's planning to do. But I know that his masters that he serves, I know what they want to do. They want to awaken and consume this world in a dark, dream-like world where everyone will walk in nightmares for eternity.
And one says to you, such is the hubris for trying to attain power, as you mortals are often The one without the sword tells you that you should leave this place. It's not safe for you to be here.
You might be right that it is not safe to be here, but that is all the more reason that we need to move on. It won't be safe for anyone, but it needs to be done.
Okay. Does anybody else know anything?
Gus is observing. He's fidgeting with the locket, but he's observing.
Okay.
Cormac doesn't really do anything. He sees like the sword gain raised, but he doesn't really know what's happening. So
They ask you, Finger,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what is inside this tower?
No, I'm not exactly sure where Lowe's went when he got here. Just that he came here for some reasons that I have yet to fully uncover. But I feel drawn to this place and suspect perhaps that Lowe's did it as well. Do you know what's in here?
They look at each other. And then they look back at you.
Sense motive? What was that about? I have no idea. Alright, cool.
They're probably communicating with each other, but
Yeah, probably telepathically, but maybe
Yeah.
I could like read their expression to like tell what that was about. Like, are they
They
concerned?
tell
Maybe
you
they're just
that
tomb
you
robbers.
are safer in your ignorance, and that once again they give you another warning to leave.
Is there any chance at all though that the Lulz is in there?
Gus makes
Because-
a comment really quick and to the rest of the group. This is one hell of a boring stare down.
Yeah, they're just staring at each other.
It's literally what's happening.
If there's
They tell you that there is an evil here that they have been sent to deal with, and they cannot risk you jeopardizing that.
well, don't take this the wrong way, but destroying ancient evils has become a speciality of mine. Perhaps this is something that we could help you with.
One of them tells you that a way that you can help us is if you have information, and you seem to lack that.
Perhaps if I bring my friends over, one of them might be able to answer your questions a little bit. I dropped my invisibility since it's not doing anything anyway, and I
Okay.
motioned for everyone else to come down.
Okay.
Like you see him kind of like beckon.
Does everybody else?
Over.
Yeah.
Gus
Cormac,
will head on down.
Okay.
And as they're like coming over, I'll say like we're not really intending to leave until our mission is accomplished, but perhaps there is a way that you say it's dangerous, but perhaps I mean it must be dangerous for you as well. Perhaps we can lessen the danger by working together.
Gus
Yeah.
looks
Oh,
at them.
I'm assuming I didn't roll a knowledge planes, but I'm gonna do that now. But I'm assuming these are Archon. Because I've seen those before.
can
But
roll
I'll
my
roll a
knowledge
knowledge
planes.
planes anyway. Yeah, 42. It's pretty good. It's like you're like, actually, they're Quiploth. I'm like, oh, well, why am I talking with these doofuses? Dang it.
Oh, that's why. Hold on. I'm fiddling with the fog of war and stuff.
I mean, I guess I could be Quiploth, and it just
There we go.
Oh shit, we're on a map.
But if they are, then we'll. I don't know if we're well equipped to handle them. Crickets. Fucking crickets.
Uh-huh. Okay,
I
so
heard it. It just wasn't.
you all come as Finger and Beck, and you can all see them. As I said, they look like the keeper that you defeated back in the Mysterium. They have no mouths, but they have very dark skin and fiery wings, and one of them has a fiery sword.
Yeah, well, and the other one was like corrupted, so maybe these ones are. I mean, I don't know. This place could have corrupted them too, maybe. I mean, this is their shtick. They're like, they're like normally lawful good, kind of like guardians of forbidden knowledge or something. So they're probably all right.
But they speak to everybody, and this one is like audible. It's not telepathic.
Okay. What was
And
the
they tell
name
you
of?
all that
Sorry.
they tell you all that there's a great evil that is somewhere inside of this tower, and that they have been charged with disposing of it. Your mortal souls are in danger here, and that if you want to help, the kind of help that they'll accept is information. Because if any of you know what has transpired within this tower, or what this man named Lowles was seeking to accomplish.
Oh, there is something else you should know about Lowles. That is that we encountered I think of another one of your kind before. What do I know? I was playing good enough to know these are the same types of Archons as
Oh,
we saw
yeah.
before?
You're very sure that these are Excinder Archons.
Okay. So yeah, I would tell them like there was another of your kind, next in their Archon, that was guarding a library in the Mysterium back in what was the name of that city? Shit, my notes, they fail me.
Kathir?
Kathir, yeah. Uh, back in the Mysterium Kathir, that this Lowles tortured him and stole the knowledge that he was guarding there, and a book known as the Necronomicon. And I actually pull out the Archon sword and say, regrettably, he was beyond help by that point.
Okay.
But I have taken up his task, and I am seeking to return the Necronomicon back to safe hands.
The orange fiery one looks visibly shocked and steps forward, but the other one holds them back with their, and you hear its voice telling you that the destruction of this one that you call the Keeper is unfortunate. However, they died in their line of duty, and we don't begrudge you for ending his existence.
Yeah, Fingram nods says it wasn't something that we did lightly. And again, I am currently on this mission to get back what he was defending, the thing that Hesterton Lowell stole.
But if what you say is true, then our suspicions about this place are also true. That this dread tome must be purged, and it might be the evil that we're sensing within this tower.
This evil is something that is. Well, the book alone contains an unbearably powerful. I don't know how to put it other than almost say.
Oh, hold on. Being distracted here. What's going on? Oh, yeah.
The book has essentially a very powerful aura, but the contents of this book could potentially put the world, if not even the universe, at risk. And it's in the hands of someone who is beyond redemption. We need to do everything in our power to make sure that he does not end existence or bring forth a even greater evil that is going to potentially destroy everything.
They remark that they're glad that it's easy for you, even you, to see how important the destruction of this tome.
Indeed. On one hand, and the original keepers of the tome only wish to have it in safekeeping, but at the same time, to keep it away from those that would maliciously use it. But at the same time, destroying such a book is typically considered to be a very difficult task. If it can be destroyed, I would say destroy it. If it cannot be destroyed, it needs to be kept in a place where no evil can reach it.
They tell you that if we can contain it, then you can rest assured that it will be taken where no mortal can abuse its power again. Within the great library of harmonious scripture will it be interred, and then, when the time is right, destroyed.
Knowledge religion?
Sure.
Yeah,
Give me
knowledge on that one.
Profession librarian?
Sure.
Actually,
That's-
I'm better at knowledge religion than profession librarian. Although
I find it funny that we ever pick up profession and put points in it, but
Sometimes they're useful.
I mean, it's a background skill, so it's pretty good use of it. I'll just roll it
being
anyway.
a background,
It's actually
yes.
+9. 12, that's probably not good enough, but Araxi had maximum ranks in it.
Yeah.
Araxi
Fingram, you're not really quite sure where they're talking about, but you can guess.
Yeah, this is why I dropped
Cormac,
out of
you know that they're talking about that great library of harmonious scripture is somewhere in heaven.
Okay.
This is like a holy extraplanar library. Gus,
I've been
you know
there
a little
through
bit more.
summer. It's crazy.
They're talking about the fourth tier of heaven, which is the authoritative archive of holy rites, knowledge, and planar law. And inside of that, there's a vault where archons typically keep guard over dangerous texts, and they put the most impure and blasphemous in there until they are deemed to be destroyed.
You're going to be keeping it.
What was it called? It's
what's it called?
okay.
library.
This library is called what?
Oh, the library. It's called the Great Library of Harmonious Scripture.
You're gonna keep this in the great library of harmonious scripture, locked away in the vault, I assume.
Yes.
I don't know how many other books that are as dangerous as this you've come across, but this is something that definitely does need to be locked away in a place that cannot be accessed.
They
Um,
say the fact that you do not know how many have been locked away is proof that these blasphemous tomes have been safely sealed, and that no knowledge of them has propagated.
Well,
I
yeah.
like indicate to Kaklatath and say this one here has dealings with the ones that we oppose.
That you what?
That we oppose, like the ones Aston Lowles is working with. She has been our guide in this most recent leg of our quest.
This old woman.
Yes, looks can be deceiving with her.
She is more than what you see. Even if you were to have the means of,
She doesn't say anything.
at the same time, I will say the circumstances that are at hand, we have to find where Lowles is. We need to retrieve the book, turn it into the proper authorities, which would probably be you in this case. And in addition, we need to destroy Lowles himself. The power that he's gathered, the amount of strength he has, some have gone far enough to say it's as powerful as a god. Something that I find to be a terrifying notion, especially considering what kind of damage and destruction he's already caused. I am hoping that such accounts are exaggerations, but I believe that we can never be too careful. This is
They
why I
tried the
believe.
notion and say that no mortal can wield the power of a god, and if they try to, they'll ultimately be destroyed. But what they do know is that there's been a grave misuse of power, and that if you want to help them, it seems that you know better, and should you be able to find and procure this tome, then they urge you to give it to them.
Is this where we'll find you? Or will we be able to find you through other means of contact?
Are we splitting with them, or are we continuing on? I think that they want to go to the same place.
They say that they're going to continue their search, that they know it's somewhere in this tower, but they haven't been able to find a way inside.
The door's locked in, I take it?
Do you ask them openly?
Yeah.
They say that we have found no such entrance.
Ah, okay. If Ingram's like he says that, oh.
I have means to be able to foresee certain events. I might be able to see if I can find certain means to provide an entrance of sorts. If Lowe's has been around here lately, I
Wait,
think
this
I might be able to find out how he was able to get in.
he probably went through that door right over there. Although there's something off about it, of course.
Well,
Are
I
you? Who are you telling that to?
I tell that to Gus. I ask him like you can see it, right?
Can Gus see that?
Yes, you can
Okay.
all see two big double doors.
the
Something is
Yeah.
blocking our friends here from seeing it. I think some strange supernatural effect, perhaps.
Do you not see two doors among this structure?
They look at each other, and then they look at where you're pointing, and they tell you that a little condescendingly that if they had found an entrance, they would have.
Hmm. So you cannot see what we can see.
And one of
That
them
makes
like kind
very
of
little
flares up
sense.
when you say that. And
Gus says it in a very in a curious, like, contemplative or inquisitive manner. And he goes and says,
Give me a moment to figure something out here. There's something that's preventing you from seeing this, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. Or
No, it's
the other way around, it could be that we may be able to see it and no one else can. That one of those two possibilities is potentially there. Let me see if I can do some research really quick, if you don't mind.
I'd be less confused about it though if like Gus couldn't see it.
I know, I'm wondering why I see it.
Because otherwise, it'd be like it's that weird thing probably back from the beginning that kind of ties us all together. But like then Gus can see it too. I'm like, oh, okay, huh?
Yeah, right now I am the oddball in this group.
Normally,
so.
yeah.
Well, it could also be. There's plenty of things that could be because we've all, well, except for Jane, but everybody in the party has been to the dream world. Like I said, except for Jane. So if Jane can
Yeah.
see it, then it's like what the.
Can Jane see it?
Can you see it?
she nods in the affirmative. Yes.
Strange. Kaklatoth, you can see it, right? The door.
Hmm.
She doesn't say anything.
Kaklatoth says yes. No. No, I have no idea.
No news is good news. Gus is going to go ahead and just kind of perform a retrocognition.
Okay.
But he goes and informs the archons and says,
I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna see if I can pick up the various paranormal impressions off of this area and see if I can figure out what the cause of this is, or figure out what is needed in order to get in.
so he uses retrocognition, and he's going to go back as far back as 13 weeks, which should be more than enough.
This is one of those
okay.
situations where the fact that we were able to make the journey as quick as we did helps a lot, potentially, huh?
Yes, because it means that we now have a gap closer for trying to, because whatever I'm using this ability on allows me to go ahead and say, oh, okay, well, logically, Lols has not been here for this period of time, so therefore I can use this.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I only got the ability to finally use it at this tier of this potency at this level.
Yeah.
Because it finally upgraded to weeks instead of hours. And soon I'll be able to do centuries. Actually, years.
Um,
Then I think centuries.
You perform a retrocognition here, and you start to get these very strong emotions of like fanatic excitement
Okay.
and followed by a lot of nervous. Like there are multiple minds here. And while one among them continues to have this fanatic result, lots of these other emotions are turning into like confusion and despair, madness, and paranoia.
Oh dear.
How far back did that feel like?
Yeah, like a couple weeks.
Didn't really answer the other question though, but we do know Lowell's was here now. Well, I mean, we already knew that, but we have more proof that he was here.
Rose was indeed here, along with others that was starting to lose their mind. They were starting to go mad. They were getting falling into despair. They were starting to go crazy, get confused. They did not belong here. Lowes, however, he was whatever it is that powers him. That is what is allowing him to go forward, and him alone. That sensation of emotion that I feel from him is very distinct and terrifying. His psychic impression is very concerning. Well, he went through here, that's without a doubt. Let me see what else I can delve out of this whole situation. I wonder.
Okay. What do you do?
Trying to think if there's any other spells that I can work off of. Actually, you know what? Yes. Let me check the description of the spell and make sure this works the way I think it may work.
The way I'm seeing it is that we go in and they'll have to offer us as much help as they can from out here. But now they need us. They just may not realize it yet.
Yeah. What is this? This is all obsidian that this building is made of for the most part?
No, it's basalt.
It's basalt. Okay. Um.
Well, if I know that he has the Necronomicon, then I might be able to locate if it's within range. I'm gonna see if I can find, pick up the aura from it.
He is going to cast locate object and try to
Okay.
locate the Necronomicon.
Alrighty. Give me a moment.
Yep.
Oh my god, jalapenos.
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 Oof. I have a
Um.
lot of water.
No, you don't want to do water. You want to do milk.
So you detect locate object, or you cast
I cast
locate object.
locate object. It's going to be a 920 foot radial circle.
I need you to give me a caster level check.
Yeah, figures. Because this is going to count as a scrying effect, right? Technically. So I get to add the +2 on it. Okay. That's all I needed to know. That's 28.
28 total.
Yeah. Which is a pretty damn good caster level check.
It's pretty good. So
not
is
good
that
enough.
28 with the +2, or is that
That's with the +2?
with the +2?
Yeah, because I had to make a modifier on my end.
Okay.
Is it in there? Yeah, it looks like it is. +15. Yeah.
Yeah, I had
And
8.
normally
I had
it's +13.
Yeah, I had to do a brief alteration on a level.
Hey, you could have left it as is with the little note down there, and
I forgot I had the note in there actually.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things I like in Roll20 is that it puts those little context notes in there. So like, the GM says roll a will save, and you don't know what it's for. You just hit the button, and it has all your notes in there. So like, they'll know.
Yeah.
They don't have to. You don't have to sit there and be like, "Is it mind affecting?"
So
I just tell you guys now.
your
I'm just
spell
like, it's
goes
mind
off,
Yeah.
and you find something, but it's not the Necronomicon.
Oh no.
What
you
is
see a
being
big
picked up?
inky blackness, and you see Gus sees his wife,
Whoa.
and that inky blackness has like tendrils wrapping around her, and she's begging you to save. And like with her arm, those tendrils are also reaching out.
Oh no.
And you feel a strong compulsion to reach out and try and salvage something of her.
Okay.
And as you do, like that darkness like manifests into that being a Shoggoth, and your mind suddenly reels with some kind of like mental assault. Give me a will save.
Yeah, I had a feeling that we were going straight into will save.
Oh shit.
I am applying my danger sense into this.
I don't think it matters.
He's gonna apply it anyway. Even if it's only just gonna add a 6. Well, let's hope a 19's at least worth something.
A 1 is a 1.
A 1's a 1 on a save.
Oh wait. Oh shit! Did I roll? I did roll a 1. Oh fuck!
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't see color, so I can't. So I can't tell. So I don't rely on when it's.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's too bad. +12 is not too bad a bonus on will saves, but you get the Cormac look on that roll.
All right.
So 3 something happens.
Yeah.
Probably a wisdom drain, most likely. That's my guess.
Yeah, you're correct. You fall to your knees, and you take 3 points of wisdom drain from this horrific vision.
Yeah.
Gus just
smug
like
Archon, so like, we told you. It's too dangerous for mortal minds.
Oh man.
Gus is just he is just clenching his brain over the sheer agony that he is suffering from right now, the horror that he just saw.
So something's preventing you from seeing it, or it's preventing you from seeing it?
Well, he hasn't responded to it other than you're just seeing that he attempted and collapsed, and you just see tears just welling up in his eyes and everything, and he's just shaking horribly while clenching that necklace tight, that locket, and he is just like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. And Fingrim will be very like stern about it and be like, don't do that again. It's whatever I don't know what you saw, but don't do it again. You don't need to look at it again.
The Archons also chide and say that you see now what kind of danger this tome possesses.
Yes.
And this is just from merely trying to locate it.
I don't know for sure if I speak for my companions here, but it only furthers my resolve to continue on. And as I can see the way to get in, and you cannot, I think that you do actually need our help.
This book.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Oh geez, roll 20. What are you
And you
doing?
can, oh, what happened?
It's like locking up on me. I tried to like
sorry.
move my token.
But
and
yeah,
it's-
like Gus,
it's
like
not
you can tell, like this wasn't a like it wasn't like this wasn't a vision that was like trying to like tempt or like offer you anything. Like this was definitely some kind of defense that was meant to hurt you, and it lashed out with something that would hurt you.
Gus is let's see. How is he gonna respond to that?
But yeah, Fingrim's saying he's going in. He's like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going in.
Yep, I'll go with you.
And yeah,
It's a shame I can't use foretell failure on this on this thing, just because it was one spell leading to another, but at the same time, it also doesn't apply to caster level checks. Oh fuck. Okay.
Okay, so Fingrim, you said that you were gonna go in and basically
yeah. And I tell them, like, I'm
they
like,
need your help.
they need us because we can get in and they can't.
Okay, so I need you and anyone else who is going to like take Fingrim's argument and roll me a diplomacy
Can I roll
to
intimidate instead?
convince them. You want to intimidate?
Well, I guess I don't know. My
Is that your
diplomacy is
better
plus
bet?
1, so my intimidate's plus 8. It's a little bit
Gus
better.
is not going to be aiding on this one. He is too like
I'll wait.
he's a little distracted.
let's
Yeah,
see,
Gus
what
is
can-
And
reeling.
I'll say like really sternly to them, like this.
Okay, if you want to
I'll say-
intimidate,
I'll say
you can
like sternly,
intimidate.
like this is something I'm
Alright,
going
I'm
in,
gonna
and
say
you
that.
need us anyway. I suggest that you offer whatever aid you can, and don't harry us any further.
Okay, go ahead and give me an intimidate. Anybody else who wants to join in this can also give me an intimidate.
Intimidate? Okay, alright.
Not very good.
Well,
This is the
above
time when,
average on our intimidation.
Cormac rolled a 2. Is that what I'm seeing, or do you only have a plus 2? No, he has a plus 2. What? Your intimidate's not very good.
Yeah, I have a
I guess
bad.
your ranks are in
intimidate.
diplomacy. I should have just had you do diplomacy,
Yeah.
probably. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't have any ranks in rage or intimidate. I mean,
It sounds like
Yeah.
this one, having Captain Dr. Sister Maria, champion of Arvington, speaker of Garud, is actually on our side. Would have been kind of useful.
Maybe. I was actually wondering how this encounter would play out back when we did have men, because they're Archons, and they're directly talking about heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess I won't know. Okay. So, fortunately,
call it
you guys do
blasphemy.
get a bonus
not
to
the
this
truth of it.
roll to kind of mollify their wrath because you did speak about
The keeper.
your events in the
Yeah.
and so they do have something to go on that your intentions are mostly truthful.
What do you mean mostly? Damn it.
They,
That's the bad check.
it
I
looks like
guess.
they still don't want you to go in by yourselves, but you convince them for now. And they tell you that we will let you carve your own path, but be warned, that unless you surrender that dread tome to us, you will only doom yourselves and the rest of your people.
Yeah, Fingrim nods and says that we know the dangers, and that's why I must continue on.
Then one of them says, "We pray that our next meeting with you goes smoothly."
All right.
And they, the one that had his sword brandished puts it away, and they kind of like
I put mine away too.
resume a more humanoid form. And
Actually, I'll probably taking it back out in like 2 seconds as we go through the door, but so maybe I don't put it away. I just lower it.
and they basically like step aside for now.
Okay.
Thank
Good.
you.
They're gonna let us mark our own graves. That's good to know.
Yeah. Oh, and Fingrim, I wasn't gonna give this to you before, but your sense motive, like from the beginning, was enough to detect something, but we didn't have enough information for you to go. So your original sense motive, after talking to them, it seems like they are more interested and more concerned with just the destruction of this tome, and they could actually care less about the fate of your world.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, the aura that I pick up from them, because I have aura sight, I can activate that. What's the aura I pick up from the two?
Oh, strong law and good.
Okay. I just want to make sure that they are still under that.
I feel like they might be more
It doesn't
lawful than
seem
good.
like they're corrupted, but yeah, you're definitely sensing that they're open and forward about their intentions.
Okay.
Right. They don't really care about our world, but destroying the book might have like bigger
Well, because like to
consequences.
them, especially when one of you guys talked about like, oh, he's attained like the power of a god or something that rivals a god. Like they like to them, like to an angel, that's like no one rivals a god. Like that's how pretentious of like a mortal to say that. Just
Yeah.
like you don't understand like what happens in the grand cosmos and like the grand scheme of things.
That is true.
But that's how they feel. That like whatever
So-
happens to your world, it can be sorted out.
Yeah.
It's like,
so like Finger maybe
we can
gets the
fix
sense that they
this.
don't actually
Yeah,
understand the danger.
exactly. We can fix this. You might all be dead, but don't worry. The powers that be will fix it when it's time. Our
Yeah.
job is to get the book.
All right. I'll look to Gus and say like take what time you need.
He
ready
he
yourself.
slowly and wearily stands up after such a horrifying thing, and you guys still don't even know what actually happened or what he saw,
Oh, yeah.
which is
and
he just
how he reacted.
you see him slowly just stagger to the door, and he then pulls out some chalk, and he goes and says,
We're at least going to ward this area from any kind of evil. Drop down a magic circle.
Do we need to
So-
get rid of that wisdom drain, by the way, before we move on?
yeah. Granted, his wisdom is
charisma.
actually decent.
Yeah, you're
But-
charisma based, right?
No, he's based.
Or
Intelligence.
your wisdom. You're intelligence based. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm intelligence based.
Okay.
So he starts drawing out the magic circle, basically around the door, and is going to basically make sure that this will help with help against any kind of evil in
Okay.
general. That's what he's going to lock it onto is evil.
Magic circle against evil.
Yep, and
How long does that take to prepare?
I only need a minute to draw it,
Yeah. His like occultist
and it's
thing is
permanent.
different than
Yeah.
normal
It's
spell.
a
So
super
yeah,
version.
it's a really good
Cormac's,
narrow
yeah.
one.
As he's
Yeah.
doing that, I guess Cormac will start preparing a restoration since he left the 4th level slot open.
Okay.
Ah.
If you're gonna
Um,
spend the time to prepare a spell, I'll prepare a spell as well. I'm gonna prepare an extra heroism since I cast one of them already and I have a level 3 slot open.
I will watch my allies do
I'll
all
still
of that.
have, yeah, I'll still have like another hour and a half ish or so, a little bit more.
Oh, and Jane will attempt to like
sharpen her gun.
No, she's gonna try and like keep Gus like from just falling over completely again.
I'm fine, Jane. I'm fine.
You could tell that he's not fine.
Yeah, she's worried about you. But she's
And,
also convinced that that we need to get in there and deal with this.
I have the feeling that this could be my last venture.
She says don't say that. She says that we're in this together, all of us.
I think we're all due for a little bit of retirement after this, perhaps. Or at least a vacation.
Well, if I survive it, I may alter what my profession will be and drop some of the occult aspects. Maybe just go into criminal investigations. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and do my damnedest to make sure that we stop this evil before it gets out of hand.
Okay. You complete the circle upon the what you see as door, and the archons like simply look at you, judging. Do you guys go in the doors?
Open them at least.
Okay.
Freaking Roll20 is not happy. Every time I try to do anything, it just locks up for like 2 minutes. Seems like all right, there we go. I should.
And you
try
did
to
a
refresh.
restoration on me, you said?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm back to the full
Full wisdom.
full wisdom. Okay. I was mixed up which
I
ones
can
do
try
what.
reloading it.
No, I'm
Yeah.
refreshing.
Maybe that'll do something. I don't know.
I think it's something probably on my end, most likely.
Okay. Well, as you open it, you guys obviously still see yourself, but anybody who's looking towards the Archon, it seems like they instantly just lose sight of you. Like they're looking around as if you had vanished.
Told them.
Gus because Gus would probably be wondering if they'll see this happen or not. He'll pop out and say, and then just kind of look at the door, look on back towards them, and say,
Can you see where we're at?
It seems like they lost sight of us just right when we opened the door. Like we haven't even gone through yet.
Nope, it doesn't seem like they see or hear you.
So the act of opening the door has done something.
"So we have not passed through, and this has happened."
Yeah,
Correct.
opening the door itself was already an entrance basically, in some weird sense. I'm recalculating blinds right now. Calculating.
Gus is going to walk over to the basically the sand area, and he's going to just write out like near them, because I'm assuming that since they can't still see me, they could probably at least still see what I've inscribed on the ground. And he'll write out he'll just simply write out we are still here.
Okay.
We are going in now.
It seems like they easily spot like the disturbance in the dirt.
And
They're aware of you.
Gus looks back at the group and says,
They at least know that we are going in.
But yeah, you don't hear anything from them. No telepathy or
I asked
no voice.
Kaklatath if she has any thoughts on why we were able to see it and the Archons couldn't. Since she seems to know more
She
about
says,
this sort of stuff than we do.
she says, I'll enlighten you when it's time.
Meh.
Mm,
I
I'm
wonder
liking
if
her
we've
less and
actually
less.
bridged another
She
plane.
says to shroud your thoughts.
Mm,
As you
Well-
can see, this knowledge is dangerous.
I'll
have
do
an
what I
idea.
can. Unfortunately, I never completed my training for this sort of dealing with forbidden knowledge.
You guys open the door.
But it was something I did train to do, albeit as
Yeah, I don't
neophyte.
think you're the only one getting this like weird lag from roll. I think it's happening to me too.
Oh yeah. It's
Anyway.
happening.
Yeah, it's super. It just hangs. For
You
like
guys
minutes at a time.
open the doors. And this is what you see. There is a dim amount of illumination in here. There is scant sunlight that reaches this area, even with the doors open. The walls of this hall bulge and curve with unsettlingly organic concavity. Thousands of sinuous etchings trace their way down the halls, as if the walls were scarred by roots or marred by burrowing worms fleeing some peril from above. 3 staircases arch, dip, and intertwine as they ascend dizzyingly to a series of hexagonal passageways.
Ugh. So say at least at first I was like, at least there aren't like hexagons like a hive, and then there were
Yeah.
very, very organic. Like, all right.
so are these like these are various little holes and such?
Yeah.
Hope no one has trypophobia.
Yeah, trypophobia.
Yeah,
You guys step in?
maybe if roll 20 lets me. Ooh, oh.
Gus steps in.
Okay, I'll move you guys all at the same time then.
As
I did it.
right before we step in, Cormac casts freedom of movement on himself.
I'm
Okay,
a
you
strong,
do.
independent dwarf. I don't need no GM to move me.
Well, this place is very unsettling.
So yeah, as you guys move in your like peripheral vision, you guys can see that these walls like seem to flex and contract, almost
yeah.
as if the tower were breathing.
Yeah, it probably is. This fucking place. All right.
And there's these shallow root-like conduit running all around it, like it has a weird like capillary sort of like network.
And these like weird stairs kind of go into these little openings over here, huh?
Yep. There's
Okay.
also a very noticeable smell here.
Oh.
And you can tell that it's not just like all around. It's not quite like everywhere in the room. It's noticeably coming from the wall and like wherever these like root things are.
Describe the smell.
It smells like rotting corpses.
In my Tyrant's
This
Grasp
is
game, one of our
disgusting.
players, we had to fight a mimic, so one of the players is now like paranoid about everything being mimics. He would love this place. This is like the whole whole thing is just, the whole building is a mimic.
And
Oh boy.
as you guys like survey and look around, you do start to hear something.
Ooh, like voices.
There's a shuffling.
Oh, okay. Like shuffling cards.
If only. No.
Freaking-
So you see like from the dim, shadowy corridors that these things are leading toward. There are 3 figures approaching you. They appear to be humanoid in figure and size, no taller than 6 feet. And they're wearing clothes, but there is a noticeable there are these noticeable patches on them, on their clothes, on their flesh.
Uh-huh.
And they shuffle like as if like they were like wounded or like hard of movement. But they do so with a almost like undead purpose.
Uh-huh. And they look hostile, I'm guessing. Or do they I'll say something to them. Like, stop right there.
They don't. Instead, one of them raises an axe. One of them has a wand, and the other raises a bow. And you guys can roll me initiatives.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
And you
Good
see that
luck on
these
that,
patches,
Pluto.
these patches are like moss and fungus that is like not just growing on them, but like coming from inside of them.
Oh no, they're fungal zombies.
Um,
Fungal zombies. Don't let the fungus get on you. You'll become a fungal zombie yourself. Potentially. It could happen to you.
Using my ability. Seize the initiative.
Yeah, I rolled high for once on initiative.
Someone else.
What? Oh, damn.
Wow. I was trying to make it to where someone else rolled in between my rolls so I wouldn't get the same roll, but that pretty much is that just counts as the same roll even though it's one apart.
What is that weird icon next to Kudu's initiative? It looks like it's broken.
Huh?
I didn't click on my character. I forgot again.
It's not broken.
Is that what it's supposed to look like? It's like there's a weird photo bucket
Nor
watermark on it.
Nor
That's
this
all I see.
last.
Yeah, there is like a little watermark.
I gotta
can
roll
see
my
the icon,
initiative
though?
again and then put it on the other one was on.
It looks like a swirl with like a photo bucket watermark. It looks like that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's. I think it is.
Has that
photo
always been
bucket.
there?
Yeah. No.
Maybe I just never
photo
noticed.
buckets changed. They have like subscriptions and stuff.
Ugh,
I can't
photo
even log
bucket.
into it, so it's like it's whatever's.
Oh, photo bucket.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everybody, right? Did I get everyone?
Yep. Ignore
Looks like
my last
Kudu's
initiative
up
roll.
at the top.
I rolled that so I could get on the initiative tracker.
It's too bad because that would have been a good roll.
Would have been.
Yep.
Bad
A reroll is worth its average. Your average roll from rerolls goes up by 4.7, and somehow you still
I always
Alright.
effectively.
I always roll like
Yeah.
below 10.
You would effectively have rolled the one.
So
It's like your odds
These-
say one thing.
these stairs, they ascend to like about 30 to 40 feet at these
Are
at
you
these-
just on the stairs?
Yes, they're on the stairs.
Okay.
So Kudu, you're up first.
I feel like I'm playing shoot some ladders, trying to figure out which staircase to go up for which one.
Yeah, they're all twisty.
Except if it's shoots and ladders, you don't actually make any decisions in that game. You just roll dice.
I begin.
It's kind of similar to this
summon.
game too.
Okay. You're beginning summoning.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a one whole round, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's real summoning.
Okay. This one over here. They incant. It's casting a spell. But only Kudo can spellcraft this.
Flat-footed still.
Have I put points in spellcraft yet? Nope. I can't
Alright.
spellcraft.
Lay it on. What's it doing? Is he using his wand or is he actually casting something?
He's actually casting something.
I guess I'll go and make a roll on that one then. Boop, boop, boop.
What's it doing? Maybe he's just buffing himself.
So, what's he doing?
You haven't moved yet, so you can't spellcraft it.
What happens?
Oh.
Oh shit! It's black tentacles.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thank God I have freedom movement on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Last time
Gus,
black
yeah, you
tentacles
know
were
that,
cast on me, I got
it's
stuck in
cast.
for
You know these casting black tentacles.
I swear they
Oh, no, they're gonna kill Cackletap.
freedom movement.
His
They
area has
come out
become
with a-
filled with black writhing tentacles. And I'm gonna make a check, and this is against everybody's CM.
Mm-hmm. My flat-footed CMD, so it's almost guaranteed to work.
We need to figure out a way to protect her better.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do.
It's all right. I can get
Does that
out of this.
everybody?
Yeah.
Except for Cormac, you can't be grappled.
That was the CMB?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's CMB rolls.
It's caster
30.
level plus like a certain amount plus
My
one.
non-flat-footed CMD is only 26, so and flat-footed it's even lower. So
Yeah.
Caster level plus their modifier plus one is the black tentacles thing. Or no, it's plus. It's caster level plus 4 because of the thing's strength plus one.
mhm.
Okay.
Huh.
All right. Yeah, if that beats your CMD, you are grappled, and it does this much damage. Six points of damage.
Right, we've rested, so that leaves me kind of to the same point I'm at. Okay.
All right.
Alright.
This one has This one pulls out a throwing
Is
axe.
that 6 points of damage only if you're grappled?
Only if you're grappled. Yeah.
I was just making sure it wasn't like grappled and it
And
still
they
does damage even
move
if.
all the way down here, but that's all they do for. They're approaching you with this throwing axe. Jane's struggling to get out of this. She's gonna roll CMB.
Oh, does that mean I have to make a concentration, or does my casting?
It will
automatically-
require concentration.
Let's see.
Let's see, where's her sheet? Okay, here we go. Nope, she's in it.
Let's see what level spell this is technically.
She can't move. All she does is she quick draws her gun. And she loads it.
I failed to cast. Oh no. To concentrate.
Gus. The 29?
Yeah, it's a level 5 spell technically.
So it's 25 plus the CMB bonus. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard. Or no, it's not 25. It's only 15, right? It's 10 plus level plus CMB bonus. So
Yeah.
maybe you're okay.
Yeah, I think you actually do make it.
I thought it was like double spell level.
No, that's cast defensively. It's just pretty sure grappled is 10. Might be 30 in that case though. So you might have missed it by 1.
Oh, dang, you succeed. That's a natural 20.
Okay. Well, that was unexpected.
You did it.
Is he able to
Standard
move?
action to get out.
Yes,
yeah,
you
yep.
can move. It's
It is
difficult
difficult
terrain, so it's
terrain.
half speed.
But yeah, you can get out of the tentacles so they don't re-grapple you. It's probably a good idea.
If he's within 5 feet, does it?
Will it try to
Yeah.
get you?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember with black tentacles. I think it's just it's if you're in it.
Yeah, it's
That's a
only if
threat.
you're in it. You can move within 5 feet.
Okay. So then Gus will stand here so that way he can be. You know what? No. He doesn't have the strength to pull, so he's just going to get out so that way everyone else has room to move.
Okay. Yep, you do. You're out of it.
Okay, and then let me see. Anything I can swift action? Let's see.
Yeah, sadly, I think you actually do lose that because I think the DC would have been 30 to
Well-
cast a level 5 spell.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah, right.
interrupted in my cast. Yeah, and then I'm gonna
Yep.
be grappled on top of that.
But you were close.
Yep, that was
You
turn.
were close.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next is Fingrim.
All right. So I have really good bonuses to casting defensively, so it might make sense for me to just try to teleport out of this or something, or grease myself so it can't grapple me that way. So yeah, I'm going to, even though I can't reach anything, I'm going to do spell combat and swipe at the air, swipe at the tentacles, see if that doesn't do anything, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to cast grease, and I'm going to take, so I'm going to take a minus, my int modifier to the attack rolls against the air, -6. So it'll give me a +6 to, I gotta figure out what my bonuses are. And again, additional +2. I'm not 14th level yet. Otherwise, it'd be double that 6. I'd have like a +12. But instead, it's just +8 to that concentration, I think. Plus, I'm going to activate Prehensile Hair for a +10. So, I got a +29 to the check. I think I'm fine.
Okay, roll it. Don't roll a 1.
All right.
You
I rolled a
tried.
2. I rolled a 2 or a 3. So that's
You tried to fail.
I tried to fail, but I get grease off on myself. I have grease on me.
Okay.
And that's my turn. That was a full round action because I did it with spell combat. I'm glad I didn't do it for Dimension Door because I think that one might have. Actually, no, Dimension Door would have still worked. because my bonuses are just so good. But yeah, grease is
All
fine.
right. The one over here, the one with the bow. She, because it does look like it's a female human. She takes aim at Gus
No.
and fires the bow.
With height advantage.
Yep, add that +1.
We've already lost. They have the high ground.
Okay, let's see. The first attack is going to be 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and the second attack is going to be. Oof, that's in the 30s, so that one also. Those two arrows hit you for 20 and 21, and they hit you in like certain vital areas. It seems like she knows where to hurt you.
Okay. Gus screams in pain and is losing a lot of blood.
Cormac.
Cormac moves up. He's going to. Oh, I gotta switch my cursor. He moves up to.
Yep, you are unhindered.
Yeah, my shit's delayed. It's taking a second for me to grab my guy. I move. He's moving up the stairs. He's gonna cast 2 spells. One is a swift action. He's gonna cast a quicken shield of faith,
Okay.
and the other he's gonna cast flame strike on the 2 that are closest to him, like in the middle of them.
Okay.
So it hits both of them. For some reason, my thing's like delayed. I can't like move my character that well.
we're all
Yeah,
having
no,
the same delay.
everyone's having issues. I think the servers are having problems or something.
So that's what he does. They need to roll a reflex save.
Yep. And luckily, this is a column, so it strikes from vertically.
Yep.
So it'll hit both of them. Because even though they're on different height levels, it all just comes. What's your DC?
DC 20.
Okay. Both of them fail.
All right. Here comes the damage.
Oof, nice damage.
And that is his turn.
All right, your column of fire comes down, searing them, and as it like burns away flesh, you guys get another whiff of that awful smell, as you can see that where flesh once was now burned away. There's just this moldering fungus that they're like seemingly infested with.
Yay.
Kaklatath tries to get out of the tentacle. She is not doing well, and she calls out for help. She is panicking. Kudu.
I lose my spell. So what I'm gonna do is like, I don't know what kind of health pool she has. Does she look really hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
It seems like even like the small amount of constriction damage significantly hurts her.
Yeah. I'm going to...
Fragile old woman.
God. Like, no matter what, either... There's so many chances of failure here that I'm just gonna accept that I'm gonna probably fail. So I'm gonna try and concentrate and heal her.
Okay.
So now I guess this is just against the damage concentrate, or I don't know. I don't know.
This is
what
just
kind
against
still
the grapple.
Oh.
Grapple CMB is
Let me see my heal spell.
it's 10 plus the grapple
It's
bonus
just a level
plus
1
the
spell.
level of the spell.
I'm sorry,
So
10
So we're
plus
already
the
looking
grapple
at
bonus.
25.
Yeah, and I'll succeed.
It was doable, but yeah.
Ugh. Dang. I can't.
You try, but yeah, those tentacles are making it difficult.
I mean,
Like,
with a roll
trying to,
like
like,
that, I wasn't
restrain
even
you.
gonna get out of them
Yeah.
either.
I'm hoping that this next roll will be pretty important.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tried. It's all
It's
You
you.
did.
It's got to maintain its grapple, and the bonus, it's not.
Yep.
I mean, it gets an additional +5, but yeah. So
Okay,
I don't know,
yep.
we that happens
On
first,
this
right?
guy's turn, it's gonna, try to maintain its grapple.
All right, I got a pretty good chance, but all right, that definitely. I didn't even need the grease.
Yeah, that's a low roll right there.
Is that with its
So does
plus
that...
5?
That's with the plus. Oh, that's not with the +5 that it would get from maintaining. So it'd be a 25 in that
Oh,
case.
25.
But
That's still a pretty low roll.
Dang.
I don't.
Yeah.
That might not succeed against some European.
it wouldn't. It definitely doesn't, since my CMD is 36 versus grapple. But
Jane's still grappled, and old lady is still grappled.
you need to
Does
roll
that
like a
work
16 to
against Cooter?
maintain on me. What's Kudu's CMD? It's probably
Oh, it's
might be.
23. I'm so
Yeah, it
grappled
maintains
here.
it. That's all right.
Okay.
I'll get you out.
You guys take damage. 8. All right, and that's just that. Now this guy's gonna cast another spell.
Yeah, I can spellcraft it this time. Not that I can do anything about it. Whatever he does, him rolling high initiative really set us back.
Oh yeah.
Where the hell is it? All right, there it is. 40. I know what he's casting.
Okay, Cormac and Fingrim. All right, you cast a spell. You see static electricity starting to gather upon and between Cormac and Kudu. And I need both of you to give me reflex saves.
Kudu and Cormac.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Thinking of black catting that.
I don't know if I can, but yeah, that's definitely a thought. No, that's not Black Cat. That's Cat Slip. Oh no, I can't now. I have to call it before I roll. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
All right. This lightning arcs between Cormac and Kudu, which also has a chance of striking Jane, but she reflexes.
Chain lightning.
No, actually, this is a spell that's called Lightning Arc.
Hmm.
Yeah, thankfully it's not chain lightning. No,
It's like low level chain lightning.
but both
Actually,
Cormac
it's pretty
and Kudu take. Okay, you guys take the full damage for 36, and Jane takes half. All right. All right. This axe wielding one. They actually drop the throwing axe, and they draw a great axe, and they walk towards you, Cormac, and they try to strike you. Oh yeah. This is gonna be a 37 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah, at first read these guys, I was like, okay, we're just gonna have to try to
All right, you
not
take 15 points of damage.
all our resources, but now it's like, oh no!
Yeah, they're coming out swinging.
All you use everything.
And all this one gets is one attack, but as it comes like into melee with you, you can see that like from their body, like several tendrils of like plant matter are also like squirming and writhing like towards you, but they don't. It doesn't seem like they attack you yet. Jane's gonna heal herself. Actually, no. The old lady needs the healing.
Yeah.
Okay, so lay on hand is not a spell-like ability, so that means she doesn't need to concentrate to cast this.
Nice.
Nope.
She is going to lay on hands the old lady.
Wait, lay on hands is supernatural?
It's a supernatural ability.
Oh, lucky fucking paladins.
They're great.
She heals some damage from her, and that's her turn because she can't escape the grapple.
Hey, that countered one round of black
All
tentacles.
right, Gus.
Yeah.
Gus is really low. You gotta do something about bow woman.
Yeah. To which he doesn't have really much to do with that.
Can you dispel tentacles?
I don't have any means of dispelling magic.
Oh.
It would require me to actually have an implement of that.
Yeah, I can get you out of the tentacles.
type.
The problem is she goes before you, so.
Gus is going to go on the defensive by casting Mislead on himself.
Oh, I love that spell.
And so he is going to
You become invisible.
become invisible.
And you have an illusion of yourself that stays where you're at. You can direct.
Yeah. So
have it take cover or something.
yeah. So then he's gonna send. He's gonna actually have the double like head over to head up the stairs over here.
And it's like
And
a
one-
ruse spell or something, so they have to roll like
Okay.
a higher
Let's see.
check to be able to tell
How
that
far
it's
can
not.
Can it move it moves at double my speed. Okay. Cool.
I mean, yeah, it's an illusion.
Yep. And it seems to just move right through the tentacles. Like they try to grapple it, but it's easy for it to just go right.
Yeah, you have it as the illusion. You have it nimbly dodging out of the way, maybe.
Yep. It's a really
Okay.
acrobatic gust.
Yep. Gus is going to stand over here. And then he's gonna have the illusion look like it's casting a spell.
Okay. You do that. Is that your turn?
And for now, yes.
All right, Fingrim.
I guess it doesn't actually. It's too old to have the ruse modifier. It should have that, in my opinion. Make it harder to, so people can't just like spellcraft and be like, I already know what you're doing. Hopefully, the bow wielder at least doesn't know. Okay, so Fingrim is going. I wish I could like start solving the problem of this guy, but he's gonna get another turn to do his shit, unfortunately. So because I got to get you guys out of here. So I'm gonna move over.
Well, I might be able to solve him. I'm gonna ignore this one that's right in front of me
Shit,
for.
I can't get to Kaklatath actually, and because it's difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's actually makes things. Oh no, I'm fine. I have my beard. Duh. I can just reach her with my beard from over here. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm going to move over a little bit closer to everyone, and I'm going to cast Dimension Door, and I'm going to reach out to
Hey, there you
with my
go.
beard to pull her with me.
What color is your beard? White, like in the picture?
Yeah.
So it's white tentacles instead
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
black
Reaches
tentacles.
over,
Okay.
It
Where do you
reaches
take
over
yourself?
and does that thing like in the fucking Skittles commercial. That is a good question. I'm thinking on the ground over here.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
All right. I'll move my token over there, and then everyone else is gonna be like next to me over there.
Yeah, they need to make freedom of movement mass spell.
It's already like one of the best spells in the game, though.
That spell would be so broken.
Yeah.
You don't make it last like minutes or rounds
Yeah, you have
per
to
level.
divide it up. Oh yeah, that'd be one way to make it a mass spell. You could have like a mass freedom movement, but make it so it lasts. That would might be balanced then. All right, so yeah, Dimension Door. Hopefully, I don't need another one of those. I mean, I have an empty level 4 slot that I left open, so I can prepare another one if I need it. But like for non-combat reasons, if we need to like try to Dimension Door out of here. Assuming that it doesn't have some sort of
Yep.
weird teleportation blocking effect, like a lot of high-level dungeons like to do.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm like, how do I get over to Kaklatath? Oh yeah, I can just reach over 10 feet. Yeah, you guys have seen that Skittles commercial though, where the guy had the prehensile beard and he like
Yeah.
Back.
he's doing
Yeah,
like
so,
a
like,
you
job
take
interview.
everyone around you
He
with you.
feeds the chick
Yes,
Skittles.
yeah, and then like caresses her face. It's kind of creepy actually. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, I take them with me. I reach out to Kaklatath with my beard to bring her as well.
Beard powers
that's everybody.
activate.
Good. You guys. Okay. Good. I was worried about that. You guys
Sweet.
got everybody
Yeah,
out of the black tent.
I had a plan.
All right.
As soon as I got hit with it, I'm like, all right,
next.
I know how to deal with this.
The bow wield. They even though they got blasted by the fire, they really only pay Cormac a moment of heed, and she stays tracked on her target, which is what she believes is Gus.
He might disbelief now that once she shoots it.
What's the DC to disbelieve your thing as they attack?
Level
DC
5 or
22.
6.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
They pincushion your double, or they see that like it's easily able to outmaneuver the arrows. And you learn that these, while they look like while they look like they've been completely like infested and mindless, they're not completely, as it picks up on this illusion and just starts looking around for. But that's their turn. Cormac.
Follow your dreams, Cormac.
Yep.
I would have grabbed something to drink.
Hate stupid trying to. He's gonna 5 foot off the stairs if he can, or move like off the stairs. It's kind of hard.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
You can go
right
back
there.
into the tentacles. They pose no
Well,
threat to you.
can I cast even though while they're there, or is that still hindering
Yeah,
me?
they can't grapple you.
Okay.
They could just
So he's gonna.
pummel you for a bit.
Well, they
They
can't
can't
do
even pummel
damage.
them. They only do damage
Yeah.
on the constrict.
Oh, it's only
He's
through
gonna
constrict?
cast.
Yeah.
He's gonna cast destruction on the wand wielding
jeez.
one.
Oh, all right. What's your DC?
DC
And is it fortitude or
22.
will?
It's fortitude.
Oh
Okay.
god. What's happening?
I cast destruction on the wand wielding one.
Oh.
I didn't want to use it up, but it's a guaranteed way to, or not guaranteed, but it's a pretty good way of doing heavy amounts of damage.
All
to
right.
them.
Well, it got a 20, which I think is like just a failure, right? Like just a
yeah,
fail.
22 is my.
Okay. It failed. Roll your damage.
It just
Oh no, just
set
how
him
much
out.
is it?
130 damage.
All right. Yep. Divine. This like divine like explosion happens around it, and an effervescent white flame just kind of like envelops this creature, and
Jeez.
he burns and he makes a scream like a. But there's this gurgling as like all these like vines and tendrils of fungus like try to escape his body while he burns, but he's reduced to ash.
The only way to restore him now is true resurrection or a carefully worded wish spell, followed by resurrection or miracle.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, it's gone. All that's left behind is the mossy gear.
Yeah, that was probably worth it. I don't know what other more spells he had, but they.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, he was kicking our ass from range, and it was like, screw it.
Cackletath hides underneath the over here by Kudu.
Oh,
We need to give her like
free. Okay.
potions of shit that she can just drink and activate stuff.
Is she still hurt? I can't see.
Cackletath?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Here, I can put like this thing up. Yeah,
You can't see
she's
it,
mildly
she's
hurt.
Fog. It's mildly hurt though.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell to heal her.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Didn't she get
power
healed?
up.
Just a bit by Jane. She's still hurt.
Jane didn't even heal enough to overcome the black tentacles that had hit her in the same round. She healed less than the black tentacles did damage.
Mm.
Okay, hold on one second here. I think I have
And she doesn't have very much health. Kaklatath is like really squishy.
Yeah.
I think it's almost probably expected that she dies during this. It's probably like really hard to keep her alive.
I'm gonna probably overheal, but
Well, we're kind of lucky that we have 3 people that can
You
heal.
probably will overheal her, but it's probably worth keeping her alive.
Well, maybe she betrays us at the end of the book.
Well, it's interesting that they give her to you in book 4.
Uh-huh.
Like in book 5, well, if she's still around.
I do a lot now.
You do.
ritual
That was just a
burns.
low roll.
76.
Are you gonna burn her or burn yourself?
I'm gonna burn myself.
Okay.
It's not
Actually, I'm not even burning
completely heal
myself.
her.
I'm using a stored energy, so nobody
nice.
gets burned. Yeah.
All right, yeah, you completely heal her, and she looks like she's a little bit more at ease, but still trying to defend herself however she can.
Yeah.
Is that
What's
your turn?
crazy about you?
I'm going. Yeah. I feel like I can't even like. I'll stand here. Maybe I provide some cover. I don't know, but I'll stand in front of her.
Okay. Then that guy's dead. Super dead. This one, all right, it's gonna follow after you, Corbin. It 5 foot towards you, and it's going to attack you with a full round,
Alright.
wielding its great axe, or her great axe.
Yep. He's basically. Cormac hasn't even pulled out a weapon yet because he's just wielding his shield. He walked in here with his shield acted on.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he is hand
25
free to
hit
cast
you?
spells.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm pretty sure a 16 misses you.
What was the first to hit? Sorry, I was.
29 for the first to hit.
That missed. That missed,
Oh, it
actually.
misses?
My
Okay.
AC's 30. My AC's 30 right now.
Okay, so none of the axe attacks hit you. However, now that you're close, these tendrils that are bursting forth from her body are also trying to lash out at you.
Okay. At least.
And I'm pretty sure they both miss. One's a critical miss, and the other is a 20.
Yeah, that misses. I was hoping. I mean, not for the rest of the party, but for me personally, I was hoping they're like spores instead,
Okay.
because I have life bubble on, so they wouldn't affect me anyways. But
Is light bubble
yeah, I
just on
guess.
you?
And as
Yeah.
you're fighting
Yeah.
it like this close, you can see that where you did like open up wounds with the flame strike, there is like tendrils of fungus that are slowly knitting her back together.
All right.
Like those patches we see on him. There's like
Yeah.
a new patch being made there.
All right, Jane is going to swiftly heal her for a decent amount. And she's gonna step over here. This is outside of her 20 feet range because it's up 30 feet. But she's gonna shoot. She's gonna try and shoot that bow wielding one. She's gonna make 2 attacks. That's a 27 hit normal AC. It does. And her bullet does a little bit of damage. Not very much, but a little bit. Gus.
Um. You know what? Fuck it. I am going to go ahead and call upon some summons. And now, Let me see. Actually, you said how high up are these stairs?
So this one is at a height of 30 feet. This
archer-
one's like pretty much level with the
Yeah.
ground here with Cormac.
30 feet. Okay, I can work with that. Let's see.
And you're under greater invisibility at the moment.
I am indeed. Checking to see if this ability will do what I need it to do. Gus is gonna summon the Berlani Azada, and since they can fly, he'll just have them appear. Where did I lose that link? Where is it? We're gonna have to roll the amount I created.
Okay.
So 2 of them appear. Since they fly perfectly, they're I'm gonna have one appear. Oh wait, can I move it? No, not yet. Okay. One's gonna appear here. The other is gonna be in melee with range. Actually, no. Actually, the other one's gonna appear here. The one over here is going to cast Wind Wall and apply that as a where is that ability? Wind Wall. 2 feet thick. Wall up to 10 feet per level long and 5 feet per level high. So I can, okay, that'll work. That'll work perfectly. And it can't bend or anything of that thing. It's just a straight line, I think, right?
Wind wall?
Yeah, I think it's just I think it has to be oh, I can shape it in any continuous path along the ground that I like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'll freehand this, I guess, and I'll draw it in. Let's go with a fuchsia. You guys want? Are you guys gonna need to hit her? Hit the bow wielder?
I'm gonna fly up there and do it later. It's gonna take me a couple rounds to do it.
Okay. I'll create a wall like so. This will be a full wall that's going to go all the way up to 65 feet in height.
Okay.
Now,
What about the other one?
the other one is going to go ahead and I'm checking to see rules on gust of wind.
Well, it'll check their movement if they're medium, so they won't be able to move against the wind.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out if they had something a little bit more powerful against that.
They can lightning bolt.
I was hoping to just knock them off the ground and bring them down to ground level.
You could have it try and bull rush.
I was thinking that yeah, it's got decent strength. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go for it. So we'll do a bull rush to see if we can knock
You want me to roll it?
off. Yes. It's CMB is plus 12.
Okay. It's not going to be able to bull rush with that attempt, but it's in melee now.
Okay. Well, it was
And
worth a
is
shot.
that it for you?
That'll be it for now for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fingram.
All right, I'm going to use the flight hex, and I'm gonna. How high up is those stairs again?
This one is at a height of 30 feet.
So I can't quite get up there because I can only move up 20 feet right now. So yeah, I'll just start flying up there.
Okay.
I fly up like 20 feet. Get ready to like maybe
Okay, so
charge
you're
the
at
next
20
round.
feet, right? Where you are.
Yes.
Okay. On its turn, it doesn't believe that that's the real Gus. It doesn't know where Gus is. Who else can it hurt? How these annoying things are in front of it, though.
Yeah.
Alright, it's gonna shoot this one that's in front of it.
Does it have to move back to do that? To not provoke? I guess it can
No.
5 foot. Oh, it has special abilities. All right. I like it.
It seems like she is adept at shooting in melee.
Shooting while in melee at that.
Yeah, I had a feeling
Impressive.
that was a Billy.
She's gonna hit the Azada with both bow attacks. It's gonna take some damage because it's got DR.
Yeah. Well, it does have less hit points because it's a shadow conjuration too. Like 50% or something, right?
Yeah, so it should take 12 total because their DR is 10. And I'll roll, see if she believes it's real. And that is her turn. Cormac.
Cormac's going to move into the tentacles further.
Okay. They don't do
Um,
much to you.
Yeah. And he's gonna cast Searing Light. He's moving like directly to the middle, so yeah,
Okay.
like right there.
Give
He's
me your
gonna
attack
cast
roll.
Searing Light at the one right that he's been fighting.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that
Literally,
definitely hits.
literally
damage.
1 point away from creating. Is it a undead? Because it depends on what type of dice I roll.
Roll your augmented damage versus a. Okay. The searing light scours the flesh of this creature. Heavily wounded.
Yep.
It reels from your attack, but she seems intent on pursuing you. Kaklatath continues to defend herself. Kudu.
Gus looks hurt over there. Okay. Maybe things are under control.
You can't see Gus, by the way.
Oh.
He is invisible.
Well, you see the illusion version of him over here.
Does the
True.
illusion version look hurt?
Yeah. It looks the same as when Gus went invisible and he was badly hurt.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yep. And there's also this one fighting about 30 feet above you.
Yeah, you could shoot her from where you're at, although she'd probably get cover because she's like over the ledge of the stairs.
A little bit. Kuda's got pretty good to hit though.
Yeah, especially if you go over his touch AC.
Yeah, I guess I can do that. So she's within 30?
Yeah, she's 30 feet above you.
Okay. I'm gonna boost and take 2 burn. Oh shit, so that's like 26. Man. Okay. And we're gonna do touch with the cold
Okay.
blast. Mm-hmm.
24 hits the touch.
Nice.
Even with some cover. Go ahead and roll your damage. Ooh, 40. All right. You notice that they do take the damage.
Nice.
It's a lot, and some of it seems like this plant matter or whatever that's inside of them is somewhat resistant to the cold damage, but you hit it so hard that it's still significant damage.
Okay.
Matt, do you have that on hand for like the firework wand?
How it works?
Yeah.
Yes, I know how it works.
Okay, good. I might use that.
On this one's turn, with their axe.
Maybe.
They miss.
I haven't decided yet.
They swing and they miss.
What was the roll?
It was a 2 on the dice.
Oh yeah.
It was gonna miss pretty bad.
Just
Okay.
got back.
Jane is gonna shoot again twice. The 26 hits. They take some damage. Gus.
I guess that the Azadas are going to go ahead and move in and attack the archer.
Okay, they're just gonna do melee attacks.
I'm thinking. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I guess melee attacks if they're moving into melee.
1, 2.
But they're
I'm actually yeah, I'm checking to see on how much doing some math in my head here. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some melee attacks. Scimitars. So 2 swings per guy.
Okay. Okay, we have 2 hits with the scimitars. That's 1d6 plus 8. They deal some damage.
Okay. So that's them. Gus is going to. You know what? Gus actually could probably heal himself, I think. Now I think about it. I think he has some potions.
This one's looking critical.
Which one is?
The bow wielding one.
You know what? Fuck it. He's gonna go ahead and pull out his crossbow and take 2 shots.
Okay, go ahead and give me your attack.
Pretty unlikely to hit. But
Quick question: Does drawing a weapon
melee.
provoke?
What does what provoke?
Drawing a weapon.
No, it does not.
Okay, I just couldn't
Sheathing
remember.
a weapon, I think, does, but drawing one does not. Although a lot of times people just drop their weapons when they're going to pull another because that's a free action. Kind of depends on the situation, though. Sometimes, you know.
Oh wait, there we go. That's what I'm looking for.
I think if you use like the stamina system, there's a way to get your to like be able to swiftly sheathe the weapon, basically. Like do it as a swift action or maybe even a free action. I'm not sure. I think it's a swift action.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a miss.
Darn.
Okay. Second shot with the 5 down.
Do you have rapid reload?
So that was his turn.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
All right, Finger.
I'm gonna pull out that wand of the weird wand that I got from Marcus's discount magic shop,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attempt to use it and see
Okay.
what happens. I don't know how
Roll
it
a percentage first.
works. Okay. I think this is the first time I've used it. Did I roll it correctly? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool.
Okay, now roll a 1d12.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Which one are you targeting?
I'm targeting the one that's not on the other side of this wall. What is this wall? Is it a wall of force? Or a
It's
wind
a
wall?
wind
Oh
wall.
wait, it's a wind
wind
wall.
wall?
I just
Okay.
realized that I wouldn't be able to hit anyway.
Yeah, so yeah.
Whoops.
I'm an idiot.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, so
It's
I'm just
okay.
gonna shoot the one that's right in front of me with the fireworks. Is it like 12 that go off at once? Is that how that works again?
Yeah, so that's how it works. You fire it off, and 12 of these things
Oh
shoot
my
out all at once.
gosh. Alright.
So that takes 12 charges out of the wand.
Correct. So yeah, I'll reduce it from it's at 38. It's gonna reduce down to 20. That's kind
They'll
of
probably
a little
make the
unfortunate.
DC.
26.
26.
They do save versus the wand, but go ahead and roll 12d4.
Pew pew. 35
Okay,
fire
so they
damage.
take half
That's a
of
lot
that.
of fours.
That's 17 points of damage.
Alright. I did something. That seems like the situation that I got the wand for. It's like really nice for like these sort of like and I
Okay.
fly up like a little bit closer too, like 5 feet up further.
It goes down.
Alright.
This one's death is a little easier to see since it's not being like well, I don't know, there's a bunch of fireworks and shit, but it's not being consumed by holy fire, and as it goes down, the body writhes and there's lots of these little like fungus things like trying to like escape it.
Yeah.
And eventually it stops moving altogether and drops everything.
Alright.
Alright, Cormac.
Cormac draws his mace. I think it's a light mace. Let me see. I remember. His heavy mace. And he's going to channel force into it as a swift action.
Okay.
And he's going to power attack and destruct this with this in front of him.
Go ahead. Good for single attacks. We need to get you Vital Strike.
Yeah,
I don't know if they
know.
I don't know if they mix together though.
I was looking at it. I don't know if
The
they do
smite
either.
might
Ignore
not.
that second. Ignore the second attack, obviously, but
Unfortunately, a 20 does not hit.
I do think Vital Strike is an underrated feat in the Pathfinder community at large. They hate
Oh, no,
it.
it's good.
They hate Vital Strike, but I'm like, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily worth it to go the whole feat tree all the
It
time.
gives
but
you
like,
optimal damage in unoptimal situations.
right. Because like
Okay,
they're just like, I
Kudu.
just get
Yeah, it
pounce
does.
instead and things like that. And I'm like, well, you can't always like use those. And pounce is hard to get too. Like you have to be a barbarian basically, or like use monstrous physique or something like that, which most fighters don't have. Most fighters
Yeah.
and paladins and barbarians don't get that.
Oh, I've seen Vital Strike get brutal with like once you get like a greater Vital Strike
Yeah.
and get that ×4 dice, and then combine it with a really powerful, high critting weapon.
I knew that.
Hold on, guys.
That was
Let Kudu take her turn.
Sorry.
So there's just that one left, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's on the other side
And
of a wind
they're-
wall though.
And they're on the bottom level. So you could move over towards them if you want.
You probably want to because there's a wind wall. The purple line is a wind wall.
Yeah, but the wind wall's not like 30 feet tall, so is it on the ground or where is it?
It's like 60 feet
Oh no,
tall.
no, it's 60. Oh no, it's 55 feet tall.
Okay.
Starting from the ground, yeah. So yeah,
Yep.
you'd wanna move to the other side of it if you want to shoot at this thing, probably.
You're gonna have to cross it.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing in
I'll
your
do
way
that.
though. Like you can just.
Yeah.
It's like 15 feet here.
I was just thinking if anybody's health is important, but if I just kill things.
I think
then I don't
everyone
have to
except for
worry about it.
Gus and Cormac are at pretty good health right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can't see Gus anyway. He's invisible over here. Just hanging out.
Let's see.
I don't even think I can see him. I don't see invisibility up right now.
Okay, I'm gonna boost myself, but I'm gonna use one of my stored energies and burn myself once for the boost.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'll fire a blast touch.
Give me the attack. That definitely hits. And that's a bunch of damage.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's supposed to be more than that.
Oh,
3
is
more
it?
damage, yeah.
It's 3 more damage, so 40.
Yeah, because I'm empowered now, I forgot.
Okay. This thing is barely standing after that hit. You could probably push it and kill it.
Nice.
There's little flesh actually still left on this thing as you're
Oh.
cold. Flash freezes it and just leaves the plant and fungus.
I'm gonna also swift action, heal myself.
Okay, cool.
And I guess I'll burn myself.
Alright, you do that. Ooh, that's a lot.
You can heal yourself with swift action like paladins. That's sweet.
No, yeah. But it's a spell.
That's pretty good.
Technically.
Alright, this one's gonna continue attacking Cormac. It seems like it does not care about its well-being.
Is yeah, it's part of
Here
the
come 2
hive.
axe attacks. Ooh. The first attack is a guaranteed hit. Does a 26 back up its crit?
no, it does
Ow.
not.
That's
Okay,
good at least.
so it just hits you with that one. 27 doesn't hit you either, right?
No,
Does a 29 hit you?
no, it does not.
Okay, then only that critical threat hits you with the. For 13 points of damage.
Alright.
All right, Jane. She's gonna move over here, beneath all the stairs. She gonna get within 20 feet of this thing, and then she's gonna shoot it once. Actually, no, she's gonna use a luck point from her investigator stuff so that she can smite. She smites.
Smite away.
Yep. She hits,
Woo.
and the bullet pierces the creature in the skull. It falls over, convulsing as all the plant matter just kind of like it like the vegetation almost explodes from it, trying to get out of it, but it dies.
All right.
Okay. Take us out of combat. Good job, everybody.
Yeah, that got hairy for sure.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, yeah, like as soon as we all got hit by the black tentacles, I was like, all right, I got a plan for this that has a pretty good chance of succeeding.
All right. What do you guys do?
Um,
I guess
Gus,
Cormac will detect magic on all the bodies. Or two
yeah.
bodies and one disintegrated
I'll
body.
go
whatever.
over up here. I'm already up in the air, so I'll go like kind of land up here on the stairs next to where the ashes of this wand wielding one. Assuming his gear, maybe his gear got destroyed too. I'm not sure how that.
The
I don't
gear
think it
gets
does.
left.
It gets left behind. Yeah, so I'll detect magic and see if there's any
does a check on a healing
magic
potion of
wands or something he was holding.
moderate.
Maybe.
Okay, you do that. You can also have your Azadas heal you as well. While they're still around.
That's also true. They will do that.
For those of you detecting magic, yes, you do detect magic on some of the left behind. There's quite a few pieces that are detecting as magic.
Yeah, I have a hunch that probably these people came with the lulls and somehow succumbed to whatever is going on in this building.
Maybe.
I'm so freaking tired right now. Okay.
So I'm just gonna give this to you guys.
Yeah.
On the body of the wand wielding guy, or what's left of him,
Oh.
you find this.
Oh.
I might auto succeed on a lot of those checks
Yeah,
anyway. I have like a plus 24 to spellcraft right now.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. You guys are just gonna auto succeed on him.
Wand of Shield, 34 charges. That's pretty good.
Um,
Can't really use it with spell combat, but being able to like, yeah.
Oh, what's your question?
I don't know. Never mind.
I'll take the wand of
Okay.
shield. Anybody else wants it?
On the body of the bow wielding one, you find this.
Cormac channels twice. Himself and whoever's in the area that needs healing.
And on the body of the axe wielding one, you find
Alright, so shield with
Gus is willing to take a
30
ring if needed.
charges.
Let's see. What's he got for equipment?
The only thing that I can use out
Right.
of that other than money is the ring of protection +2 is an upgrade from my +1.
Yeah,
Gus
take
doesn't
it
have
then.
any rings, so
No.
Jay doesn't have anything.
Agile breastplate. What does that do? Let me look that up.
I think it's just that you equip it faster, isn't it?
It has like a slightly less armor check penalty than a regular breast. That's all the agile thing does.
Yeah.
If
So it's basically just a
Gus has
+1
regular
breastplate.
+1. Yeah, Gus has a regular +1 breastplate, so the agile is a
yeah,
slight
okay.
upgrade, but
It's not even an
if no-
enchantment. I thought it was, but it's actually just that's a type of armor. Okay. Fair enough.
Agile's just the type.
Yeah, that's worse than my normal armor that I already have then.
Let's see. He doesn't need the cloak.
Cormac is actually probably gonna ask about the cloak. He has a +1 cloak of resistance, but if you get the +2, and then anybody can
Yeah,
have
go
the
for it.
1.
Yeah, I'd say take the +2 if since I think everyone else has got a +2 at least, right?
Not Jane.
She can have the
yeah, I already
+1
have a
if she
+2
doesn't
cloak
have one.
resistance, so I don't need it.
If Jane doesn't have any cloak of resistance, she can take my +1.
She does have a
then.
cloak, but it's a cloak of elven kind.
Okay. I can't remember. Do I actually have this returning dagger? Or did somebody else end up taking it, or did we have 2 of them? I don't even know. I think I was talking about maybe taking it, but someone else ended up having it. Like Jane and Kudu have one, or no? Kudu has a spear, a returning spear now, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys traded.
Yeah, so I do have the
She
returning
gave you the dagger,
And I
she
have a
has the-
returning throwing club.
Does anybody? Because the returning throwing axe might be better for me than the returning dagger. Maybe I don't know.
Then
They're
go for it.
they're pretty similar.
You can give the returning dagger to our old lady.
That's
Give
true.
her
Something
something.
to fed herself with.
Um,
I have a feeling they want us to throw our weapons at something. Are you getting that feeling? I'm getting that feeling.
I was considering at one point doing like the throwing magus stuff. Like, there's a magus arcana that lets you get returning and throwing properties. So then I could just throw my longsword. Well, I wouldn't be able to do that, but I could throw my longsword.
Oh.
And then yeah.
Your like beard detaches from your chin.
But with that one actually, a dagger does have. Well, I guess the throwing axe might work as well. Like I think they both can count as
better
like.
damage.
Well, it does have better damage, but I'm like thinking there's kind of this silly thing you can do where you could take with the expanded arcana thing lets you take wizard spells. You could take named bullet and be like named bullet on my dagger, and then throw it at someone for an automatic crit.
Even though the headband and charisma sounds good for my guy, I'm already wearing a headband, so whoever wants to take that can.
I already have a
Alright,
headband. Mine's of intelligence.
But I don't have a belt. I don't think so. The belt +2 strength would slightly help me. I think.
Yeah, you can take that.
I think
I have
Jane
a-
can also benefit from the headband.
Yeah,
Oh, she says yes. Yes, I can. Thank you
Jane
for
could take the headband.
offer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
she can take that
that'll
back.
give her an extra.
Yeah.
What is it? Extra lay on hands and channel.
Yeah. Well, the channel and laying hands
Or
works from the
it's-
same pool
yeah.
on her if she even has channel.
But
I had
but
the
yeah,
Paladar type that had them as separate pools. I was playing that in Kingmaker.
You can take the belt because I already have a belt with my physique.
What it does do is it increases her damage and her chance to
Yeah.
hit when she's smiting shots.
That's true. It also does on that. All right, so let's see.
And her saves.
Axe. This is just a +1 returning throwing axe. Yeah, I mean that's probably.
Yeah, but
I'll probably be
with
more
you,
likely to use that than the
with
returning
you,
deck.
with you can acclimate it too to make it a little bit better. As well.
Right, I can enhance it if I need to if I'm in a situation. I don't know. That was one of the things. If you hadn't killed that thing, I was gonna fly up and pull out the returning dagger and just throw it at her. It's like useful in some of those situations. Like, but I don't know. It didn't really matter too much. I was probably not gonna hit anything. So returning throwing axe does slightly more damage than the returning dagger. I don't know. Might just. I mean,
Other than that, I think the rest we could just try to sell off.
yeah. Okay, so let's.
well, the Wanda shield I think will be.
I
Cacklecast
already-
can probably use it for a little bit.
Oh, I already grabbed the wand to shield, but yeah, it's true. I could
Okay.
handle. I guess
Well,
Cackle
You can
Test
loan it.
could use it. We can hand it
Well,
around.
it depends. It depends if she can cast that spell. It doesn't
Yeah.
it? Don't wands
Yeah, it does.
require that you have to
Unless she has
have the
UMD.
ability to cast.
Yeah,
Or
unless
she
has
can
UMD.
roll use magic device.
If she has that, I don't know if she does. Yeah, I don't have belt, so I'll take that.
The best thing that I thought of for her, like so she's not always defensive or like defenseless, is if we get her potions of like any like defensive spells or anything like that, she could just drink the potion and be able to survive. You know what I mean? Instead of like just
Yep.
us trying to figure it out.
I have 2 potions of hide from animals, so I could give her one of them.
Okay.
In case we run into some animals. I don't think that's likely here, but
Yeah, exactly.
Other one is
what
I
are
can
we-
always prepare a wind walk every day and just cast it on all of us, or cast it on her at least, and that way she could just active. She could just have that active at all times, so she's just a cloud vapor the whole time. No one really knows that she's
That's
there.
not a bad idea. Connor
Just
strikes out.
to
she
keep
can
her-
just go
keep her-
into it and then like go off.
Yeah.
And, you know, get out of
Yeah, and
tentacle range.
get out of there while we're fighting. Yeah, and that way she can take like I said, she just be in vapor form while we're patrolling areas, and then just float off once we get in a fight, so she doesn't get any like range effects on her.
actually that belt's really nice. My strength is really low for being a Magus. I only running around with 14 strength, 14 dex. Like the conventional wisdom on Magus is you make one of those your primary stats, and I'm like, nope, primary stat int. It's been fun, and it worked. It's worked better than you might think because I can give myself int to plus int to hit.
All right. So
Oh, we need to buy up that gold too. So
Oh
let's
my
see.
god, I forgot to use Boots of Escape. Derp.
You have Boots of Escape.
You don't remember
Seriously?
this? We got it
That
from an enemy.
I actually
or
did not
something.
remember. I would have said
Oh.
something.
Cormac's actually going to prepare Windwalk. He's gonna sit here while we're like doing all this, divvying up. He's gonna start preparing a Windwalk. He has a sits little spot open.
okay.
He's gonna prepare it for.
What am I dividing this by?
Cool.
4?
Now you can walk on that wind wall.
4, yeah.
Oh wait, it's gone.
5?
No.
Yeah.
4. Okay.
Okay,
So everyone gets 301 gold and 2 silver pieces and 5 copper if you really want. So
Sure.
301
No,
gold.
those were my hotel fees that I may or may not have paid at some point in the campaign.
300 gold if you want a round. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna give myself 300 gold.
you just leave the loose change.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I spent it. You know,
Spent it
like
somewhere, yeah.
I already spent. Like that's just I'm deducting
Weekly
1 gold,
maintenance for
silver,
my
and
stuff.
5 copper for money that I spent while we were in Kathir or something. I don't know. I
Hey,
got,
you
got
could
my
spend
shoe
it while
shine while I was there.
well,
Shine my
components
early
too, like component pouch.
shoe shine.
So did we finalize our gear divvy? I guess.
For the most
Who's
part,
taking what?
I think
well,
there's
I'm
some.
just
I think
taking the
there's
Ring
some
of
stuff that
Protection
we're doing.
2, which means that a Ring of Protection +1's available, but I think Drench wouldn't mind having that, since I can't really take a whole lot.
Otherwise, did Gus say he needs one? Doesn't have a ring.
He doesn't have a
Drench
ring.
has one apparently. Yeah, so yeah, you can take.
I'll take that.
I
So
figure,
I'll take that. Anyone taking the chainmail?
Drench is trying to
No.
gear up for war too.
I am not taking the chainmail.
And anyone taking the agile breastplate?
No.
I don't think so. I think that's something we'll probably sell. +1 agile
I'll
breastplate.
I'll probably replace my regular breastplate with the agile one then.
Oh, okay. There you go then.
Then we'll just put the agile or the regular breastplate in the pool.
Yep. +2 composite longbow, +5 strength. I don't even know if anybody can use that. I can't. Not without penalty because I don't have a strength
No.
mod.
No, I can't either.
I don't think anybody in this party can really use that, so we'll probably just have to sell that later if we get a chance. Masterwork short sword. That's not even vendor trash. We're probably just leaving that behind. Unless somebody has a bag holding, I guess you could throw it in there. It's for 300 gold. But it's otherwise not worth the carry capacity.
Which one?
The masterwork short sword. It's not even magical. It's just a masterwork short sword. The +2 great axe is something that we definitely are grabbing. I don't know.
I can't wield it.
Yeah, because it's not your favorite weapon. I can use it, but like I can't spell combat with it.
I technically could use it too with my weapon ability, where I can gain feats, but
actually, I guess I do have a handy haversack, so I could put some stuff into that. But it's only got 100 pounds limit, so I'm still not gonna take the short sword. But I'll hold on to the great axe, and there's a non-zero chance I would potentially use it. Maybe, probably not though. I think even if I'm two-handing stuff, I'm just gonna still use the +3 Archon sword. Like that's.
Okay.
There's also +1 cloak of resistance, unless Jane took that as well.
No, she does have a magical cloak. It's just not a resistance cloak.
So there's a +1 cloak of resistance as well that we add to the pool.
Is Jane wearing a cloak?
She is. She's wearing a cloak of elven kind.
I mean, does her archetype give up like divine grace? Please tell me it doesn't.
Oh yeah, she has like all the bonuses from
Okay, so
charisma.
yeah, she even got her saves better than from getting that headband. So we already helped her saves.
Okay, so then Cackleteth could probably use it while we're trying to make
That's
deal.
true. That's true. If she doesn't have a
Yeah, you
cloak
could
of
give it to
resistance,
her.
she can wear the cloak of resistance. It might help. There's potential it could help.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, unless you want Drench to have it.
I mean, your call.
Huh? No, I mean...
regardless of whether you give the cloak to her, she still thanks you for your timely aid. And she says that this body is very fragile, and that she could have died easily.
If that lightning arc had been angled a different way.
Let's see.
I guess we have the advantage of having breath of life too, that potentially could work too, but I'm not 100% sure because she's got that weird.
She tells you that these minions, these servants, are more concerned with you than with me.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it stays that way. We can handle it.
She says that they see you. They recognize you.
Is someone keeping down what we're gonna keep the cell?
I got some of it on my sheet, so I was about to go over that what I took, and then other stuff can get picked up by other people. Maybe. Let's see. I'll hold on to the composite longbow to sell later as well. I'll hold on to the weapons. I'm the weapon master.
Alright.
So I'm holding on to the longbow. I'm holding on to the throwing axe, the belt of giant strength, and the great axe. Those are the only things I added to my sheet. And then the wand of shield. I don't have any of the other stuff. If you guys want me to grab anything else, let me know. But
I guess is there any? We got all the magic items that at least accounted for in someone's possession, right?
I think so.
Okay.
we can just go through them real fast. Who has the cloak of resistance +2?
Me.
Okay. Who has Learn Charisma's on Jane? Gus took the agile breastplate.
Mm-hmm.
Ring of protection +2. Kudu took that. Who has the +2 chain?
That'll be Gus has it.
Gus is holding on to it. Okay.
Yeah, he'll hold on to it.
Yep. Everything's accounted for. All the magic stuff, at least.
Alright, we'll just leave all the domain. I mean, all the regular
trash
mundane.
loot.
Yeah, the mundane stuff.
The spell component pouch. Nobody wanted that. All right.
I don't think Gus can use it.
It probably has components.
I'm
in
pretty
it,
sure
so-
I already have a spell component pouch. Yeah. There's no expensive components in there, right? Like there isn't like, oh, there happens to be 200 gold pieces of diamond dust in there, right? Nothing like that in there.
Probably not, but if you probably open it, you'll look at it and you'll be like, oh, I use some of these things.
Yeah. No, I'm asking Matt. Matt, is there anything expensive in that spell component, or is it just all the mundane stuff?
Is there anything expensive in this spell component pad?
Right. Like, is there diamond
Yeah,
dust
it's
or
all
anything like
mundane
that?
things.
Okay. There's like bat guano or whatever in there, so it's like, whatever. Nope, don't need it.
Yeah.
I already have this stuff.
Just a shitty bag.
The bag, yeah, it's a shitty bag with literal
It's a
shit
shitty
in
bag.
it. Okay. Longbow, composite, strength bonus.
Cormac's gonna burn a
+2.
first level spell to heal himself.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys are finished with the loot and stuff, just go ahead and tell me what you guys.
Oh, you channeled, right?
We've got some time left.
I channeled for 26 and 25.
Yeah, I had 6 damage on me from the tentacles. That was the only damage I took, the initial tentacles, and then after that, no more damage. But I wasn't in melee combat with any of them or anything like that. I spent my time getting everyone else out of the tentacles.
I guess we choose a path.
Right. They all like emerged from different paths. It's kind of strange.
Scratch that, Matt. He doesn't burn a spell. He just drinks a potion of Cure Light.
You
He'll
got
just
your
keep the same roll.
channeling, right?
Yeah, but I only have limited uses of it, so I don't like burning up all of it, and I use it for combat as well.
I'm gonna like look around. You know, there's like we got like the pulsing veins or whatever. You got like there's kind of this weird like thrumming, I'm sure. So I'm gonna like take a moment. I mean, Cormac's preparing a spell anyway for 15 minutes, I think, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be down to like half my. I'm using up like half of my duration on the heroism here, but that's all right. And I'm gonna try to like see if it seems like there's any sense of direction from it. Like, does it seem like the veins are going down one of these passageways, maybe, or something like this?
Alright, I gotta let the dogs out. I'm listening, but I
I'm basically looking around to see if it feels like there's a natural flow in here that would indicate any certain direction, which maybe not, but it's kind of a long shot. But maybe there'll be something there. It's not stonework, obviously, so I don't get any of that bonus.
Okay.
Maybe it is. It's very unusual stonework. That should be like a way.
So you look around, and you're trying to see if there's like any rhyme or reason to, and you really don't think there is. You do notice something though, that along one of these walls, you spot a at first it looks like a corpse, but there is a body, a humanoid body that is like partially wrapped in a cocoon of these plant tendrils.
Huh.
And the guy looks like they're still alive.
Oh no! But he's infected. All right. I will mention that. I'll say, hey, this guy looks like he's still up, but he's in bad condition. I will attempt to do a heal check because I am really good at heal checks, guys. You have no idea. That's a 6. It's pretty good.
Link established. Mic off.
Where is this at? Is this like on the ground floor?
Yeah, I'll reveal the token.
Cocooned human. I will attempt to, using my gauntleted hand, pull the.
Yeah, you can't tell with your heal check if anything's up with them or not.
Yeah, I'll try to pull the cocoon off of them.
Okay. You do.
Since nobody's coming over here to help me or stop me, I'm just like, all right.
Well, technically, I can't. I'm still.
Yeah, you're meditating anyway.
It's not that difficult to get this guy out from all these tendrils.
All right, I slap him awake. No, I'm just kidding. But I do try to wake him up if I can. He might need healing.
You
though.
do. He is alive and awake.
All right.
And he pants.
I try speaking to him in common first. I ask him who he is. Can you understand me?
He breathes heavily, looking at you.
Link established. Mic
a
off.
little delirious, but he says, my name, my name is Havigan.
Damn it! I didn't ask for your name. I asked who you were.
Who are you?
What do I tell this guy?
Hmm?
I say just your friendly traveling dwarven librarian. That's not important now, though. What are you doing here? This doesn't seem like a good place to. Doesn't seem like a good place to be lying down.
He shivers and he shakes his head, and then he says in his weak voice, "Oh, I'm so hungry. It's so thirsty."
I give him some water from my water skin that Kudu probably filled.
Okay, he looks at it and like he doesn't recognize like what it is for him, and then he reaches out slowly
I
Okay, I'm back.
And like he
Pour some
takes your water skin, and then like he just kind of like his gaze wanders a little bit, and he seems to just completely lose track of like who you are and what's going on for a moment.
Yeah. I look back to the others, like kind of concerned. But yeah, then I go back. I look back to him and ask him again, like, what are you doing here?
Okay. You bring him back in his train of thought. He drinks from the water skin, and he says, uh we followed him. We followed him here.
Yes. I see where this is going. What was the last thing you remember?
He rubs his head, and he tries, and he says, I don't remember. It's hard to think.
It'll probably be getting harder, I would imagine. Does
Does
Jane
anybody
have
else have anything?
heal? Does Jane have heal? I don't remember.
Like the skill, yes, she does. And
Alright,
if you
I thought I
ask
remembered
her,
that. I called Jane over.
okay, you do,
And I
and
kind of
she
whisper
says
over to
she'll
Jane. I'm
check
like,
him out.
I don't. Have a feeling that he probably doesn't have long, but I'm not much of an expert.
She looks at him and she asks him to sit down so that she can check him out. And she gives him a thorough look, and she tells you that it's she's greatly unsettled because she's not he doesn't look like he's hurt, or that like there's no like evidence that he's like she tried looking for any kind of weird wounds or any of this weird like this plant or fungi stuff on him, and she says there's nothing, but something's wrong with him. She
Being
doesn't even know if it's like she doesn't think that he's been
you don't think he has the fungus on them?
no, she can't find any evidence of it, but she does think that something is addling him.
I mean, this place does get to you. Especially someone like him probably has probably was not at all prepared.
Does anyone know how to add the items into the worn equipment?
Oh, onto the sheet.
Yeah.
It's a drop-down box. If you scroll down to all your items, there should be a
Yeah, if you go to equip
option
and
to.
click on a tab like magic or something, you gotta hit the plus button to make the item, and then once you have you'll go to like equip type, that little box, and hit like other magic or weapon or shield or something, and then location as to where it's equipped.
Got it. Thank you.
But yeah, she tells you that it seems like he's definitely not all here.
Okay, well, can he take care of himself while we go explore?
I don't I don't think that he can, but I don't know that you have any other option.
And he's just kind of sitting right now with his hands in his lap on the floor, looking down. He's not saying anything. Well, actually, he's not saying anything, but he does kind of like mumble and stuff to himself. It's incoherent.
I mean, I don't know what to do with him other than hope he's okay.
If he's able to get out, perhaps the Archons could look after him, but I don't know. I'm not sure that he'd be much better off with them.
Jane folds her arms and she says she feels bad about just leaving.
I don't know. Perhaps the Archons can help him. Although I'm not exactly sure. It seems like we're in some sort of other dimension or something when we opened the door. We haven't actually tried going back yet.
Gus cast Discern North.
Okay. You do that. You can tell that north is this way.
Okay. Well, wherever it is, at least it has a pole. Has polarity.
Well, we're at least still within the same plane, at least. Or at least a plane that actually has polarity.
Yeah. What do you guys do? You guys just leave him there for now?
I think so.
I don't think there's going to be much we can do for him.
Well, Jane, she moves back to him and she asks him, "Can you follow us? Can you do that?" And he looks up to her, and he gets up, and he mumbles, "Yeah, I could do that." And she'll walk around a little bit just to see if like he does, and he does. It's slow, but he falls.
Well, pick a set of stairs and we'll go up.
Right. Right stairs where the bow wielder is.
As this is going
So
on,
Gus will
Cormac,
walk
I'm
over
guessing.
to this one.
I mean, these right stairs.
I don't know.
As this is happening, I'm guessing Cormac kind of finishes up his preparation for the spell, and he's going to cast it on. He gets to cast it on 4 people, so he's going to cast it on Gus, Jane, Kudu, and the old lady.
Okay, Windwalk.
He figures, yeah. Figures Fingering and himself can figure shit out if fingering him apply and Cormac's willing to like try to survive if anything.
wind walk on you guys.
Oh.
Windwalk.
So if things
Yeah.
go bad, you can turn into a wind form or something. I mean, it takes time to do that, but
It takes 5 rounds, but
yeah,
it's still.
Caclatath could maybe stay in wind form.
That's what
Yeah.
my plan was. Is just to tell her to stay in that form and just
Okay.
follow us in that form.
She can
And
do
if she
that.
needs
She'll do that.
If she needs to talk to us, she can always solidify and talk to us.
Alrighty.
And that lasts for 13 hours.
Yeah, plenty of time. Okay. Well, it's just about 9:30 here, and I need to go sleep and rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I was gonna
super
say.
tired.
I was gonna say
So
we probably
we'll
a good
finish.
place to
We'll just
call
end
it.
here, and I'm gonna
But it's a
get
good
an
session
experience.
though.
Yeah.
Really, it was sketchy. It was a sketchy combat, but yeah,
I
a
find
little
it
bad
funny
luck on
though.
our initiative. Well,
We have
really,
only
it's bad luck
moved
if they were wrong.
one room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it'll be like. I mean, that's the thing. It won't always be like that necessarily because not every room's gonna have combat, and not all combat
Also,
take as long. Like,
we kind of bypassed the combat in my feeling with the 2 archons. Like that could have either been a combat or
Possible.
potentially it could have been if they were like not gonna let us go in.
Or if you guys had upset them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Say if we had fought him though, we could have gotten the other guy's sword, and then me and Cormac could have had matching long swords. Although I don't know if you can use the long sword, can you? Who could use the long
Is it a
sword?
simple weapon?
No, it's a
It's not a
martial
simple
weapon.
weapon.
I think
Yeah.
I think Gus can use them. He is trained in martial. He's just not
Okay.
really good with.
Yeah.
He's not a strength character.
I can't remember if Jane has martial or not. She might have like weird like proficiencies, but I think she has martial. So Jane could theoretically use it.
Yeah, she could. Anyway, yeah, thanks for playing. I'm gonna go rest.
Yep.
I'm not sure about if I can run tomorrow, Saturday night. If I'm still feeling bad in the morning, I'm just gonna unfortunately have to call it off.
Well, hopefully you can at least play in
I
Mummy
can
Maker.
play in the morning game. But
Yeah.
if I'm still feeling
Now,
sick like
actually,
this.
this is exploration. It's more like Mummy Maker now than it ever
Yeah.
was.
So
Yeah,
so
I
you'll be
don't
out. You'll
want
be
to,
out
but-
tomorrow.
I mean, if I'm still feeling sick like this in the morning, then I don't
Yeah.
want to, but I can't.
Hopefully some rest will get you back on the upswing, and hopefully it's not one of those like persistent colds that last for like a week or some bullshit. I hate
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, I don't want to because I know like we don't always get the Saturdays, but I can't run like this in person.
Trying to think of the what to do as far as backup plans if that's the case.
Yeah, I have no idea. Sorry about that. I like this. This hit me
Yeah,
like
nobody
this
plans to be sick.
Oh. No?
Well,
Well, okay, some people do when you're like, want to get out of work,
go to
maybe.
work.
A lot of people, I think, planned to be sick last night at work because, the shift
But
right
I'll,
before
I'll keep
ours
in
is
touch.
right during Halloween night, and a lot of people mysteriously got ill.
Have a good night.
Serious.
Yeah, a lot of
Night.
people with little kids mysteriously got ill.